Good morning, good morning. Let's do a little quickie update live from the Philippines. It's actually Sunday morning here. So last night we went over to the annual event over there at the mall where everybody gathers. What do they call it? They call that the Baybay City Plaza, and they were supposed to have a fireworks show, but it started to rain like crazy. You know, fireworks, they don't do so well in the rain, right? So they were probably waiting for the wicks to dry out or something. And people started to leave, and so we started to leave also because, you know, I'm an old man. I got to get my beauty rest. You can tell, you know, I need my beauty rest. So we headed out, and then later we saw that they finally launched the fireworks. Probably about the time we left, or 15 minutes afterwards. They launched them about 10 feet up in the air. You know, sometimes things don't go as planned right here in the Philippines. It rained like crazy. I mean, it was a sight to see. I suppose I could have videoed the rain. We did have a nice gathering of folks, some of our friends, and we shared a nice meal. But anyway, let's show you what's going on here. It looks pretty much the same as the last time you were here, except we're missing a few hollow blocks because we're using them inside, and that's what I wanted to show you. I have a couple things to show you. One is the ceiling going up, being installed with the Duraflex board, which is composition concrete board. Concrete fiber board, I think is what they call it. We're not using marine wood, you know. I'm a little bit worried about the place burning down. So there's not going to be much wood in this house. But let's go show you. And also the counters. I want to show you the counters. How they do here in the Philippines. Well, let's go see. What? This thing is coming along. Look at that. There's some fiberboard right here. So this is concrete fiberboard. This is what it looks like. About like that thin. And they were hard at work. We have a crew that says they want to come this morning to work, and it's Sunday. I don't know if they're going to show up because last night was the fiesta night, the annual Baybay City Fiesta. I did a live stream on the parade. Some of you can catch that. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up. All right, so this is framed right here. It doesn't look that great. But anyway, this is a U-shaped kitchen that we're working on here. So they're hard at work. And this is how they do the bases. They use hollow block for the bases. And I think we're going to tile this. I don't think we're going to use anything fancy. I don't think we're going to use, you know, any fancy countertops. We're probably just going to tile it. So you can see my electrical is properly located here where the counter space is. And then right here, we debated about whether we wanted to put a bar here. This is not or another counter. This is not customarily what they do here in the Philippines. But 2 or 3 people came over and they said, you know what, Dan, you gotta put a bar there. You know, you gotta put a sit-down bar or extra food preparation room, and it made sense to me. So now the only thing we gotta worry about is which way or which direction this door is gonna open. It's going to open. Is it going to be an innie? Yeah, doors are innies if they're inside the house, if you're making entry. But I'm not sure it's going to work out so well here, right? Because look how close it is. Well, you'll be able to see it better once we take off the mold, you know, the framing. But you can see it's going to turn out nice. The only thing that, you know, there was a slight issue, and that is that it's not really a big deal, but it's off a little bit. It's off a little bit from that corner to this corner, and we're going to fix it when we tile it, so it doesn't it won't look cattywampus. I think the framing also gives it the illusion that it's off a little bit. But actually, I took a measuring tape to it, and it's off about 1 inch from the inside corner to corner over here to the outside corner to corner over here. That's how we roll in the Philippines. I'm not going to get too excited about it because I could fix this when we tile it. And so that's what we plan on doing. It'll come out just fine. You won't be able to tell because unless you're on your knees looking at the base of this hollow block, you might be able to tell that it's a little bit off. Okay, so that takes care of the kitchen. It's coming along just fine. Oh, one more thing. We have power here. And so all we have to do is grab power here, and we could run it along here if we wanted to put a couple of outlets on the back side of this. We can do it. As a matter of fact, I think I will do it. And so what we're going to do is we'll carve out 2 spaces down here underneath this countertop. I'll talk to the electrician today if they show up. Maybe put 1 outlet there and 1 outlet there, and that should work out just fine. How will they run it? I really don't know. I know that the power is there, so maybe they're going to have to initially carve out a space to put it. And I should have thought of this before they poured the concrete top. I should have thought of this. I mess up, you know. I don't build houses for a living. So then over here, this is probably where the kitchen table is going to go. So that could also be a food pass-through. And then right here, you could have the dining room table. And then right here where this support column is, a divider. Something that you could see through, right? But that might be too much because this counter breaks up the kitchen really, really nicely. And this living room. But if you put a divider there, you got a place to put a big screen TV set, and I like that idea. So let's take a look at the Duraflex. So check this out. They're putting epoxy in the seams right now. Then once that's done and the whole thing is dried, they're going to come through and they're going to skim coat it. That's how we roll in the Philippines. I like the way it's turning out. As a matter of fact, I brought a couple of my friends over and they also love it. So it's nice when your friends go, man, I'm doing that, you know? I like the way that looks. It doesn't sag or anything. It's not droopy. Man, it's so nice and cool in here. I don't know if that's because of the Duraflex up there or because it's cool in general here in the Philippines, or the insulation that we put up there at the roof line is doing its job. I really don't know. Let's go over here into the CRs real quick and take a look how they're coming along. We did have a discussion over here about what directions the doors are gonna swing. You know, you gotta be concerned about how you swing. You gotta be this way and that way. And so we need 1 right-hand door and 1 left-hand door is what we found out. And so I don't know, that's all I remember. I don't know which room gets the lefty and which room gets the righty. It doesn't really matter to me, but it's a nice sized room, really. It's small. I mean, it's small by American standards, but let's face it, it's large for Filipinos, you know what I mean? I mean, it's a nice size. So you're gonna shower here, you're gonna do your business there. You can actually do your business and take a shower at the same time. This is an innovation that Americans should deploy, if you ask me. What's wrong with doing your business and then showering at the same time? You got the long hose. All you need to do is increase that length of the hose and you can take a shower while you're doing your business. That'll save you a lot of time. So there's the water supply line for that shower. There's the power that's going to power up the water on demand, the hot water heater on demand, I should say. And what is this for? Oh, the light. And so the light is in the right place. So if I got this right, this door will swing to the left because the light switch is over here to the right. So I might be boring you with all these details, but basically you put the door here, you swing against this wall. And then you close the door, you turn on the light, or you come in, you turn the light on. But maybe we should have put the light on the exterior wall. That's always an option. We got power there. Anyway, no, it's already done. Let's see, I can't get in here too well because this ladder's in the way. But I think the power will be over here, which means this door will open to the right. So that's where I got that. One door that opens to the right, this way, and then one door that opens to the left. And so you got it. In here, vanity here, outlet there. What are we missing here? Vanity there, outlet there. If you want to use your electric shaver to clean up, window there, window there, window there for ventilation, and light switch. Did we miss anything? Folks, if you're viewing these videos and you see something that we missed, please, you've been very helpful. I really appreciate it. Leave it in the comment section below. I will read it and I'll take care of the fix. Here you go. Big window here. Air conditioning there. Power for the AC in there. This one looks almost done. Holy smokes. Wow. Oh, dang, it is. I'm shocked. I didn't know this was this far along. Wow, look at how smooth and finished these walls are. I'm getting happy. I am a happy guy in general, but I'm really happy looking at the progress for today. So, anyway, we're going to get Jell over here today, I think. He's going to take a look and give us some design ideas, because Jell's very good at that. And so here we go. Wow, same thing. It needs a little bit more work. But here's all the tile that we got from Emerald Hardware. They were having a sale. And this is porcelain. I couldn't afford the fancy stuff, the marble. If you look at this, each one of these tiles right here, they were $2. $2. Can you believe that? $8 American money per box. Ladies and gentlemen, I had to tell you, that's one of the benefits of living in the Philippines, and that is that they got what you need, and they got it on the cheap. And so they don't call me low budget Dan for nothing. There's nothing fancy about this place. It's very utilitarian. It's very basic. It's the way I wanted to do this house. It's very, it's in the budget. I doubt that we're going to reach that 40 what is it, the 2 million peso mark? What is that? That's like 37,000 American dollars to build this house. You got to get over here to the Philippines. You need to build yourself a house. No mortgage payment. $300 a year taxes. You need to get over here to the Philippines. Thanks for joining me today for this update. You all have a nice weekend, the rest of your weekend, and an even more beautiful week. We'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.